Hey, yo, hey. Okay, so I can see some people in the video. I need all of your energy tonight. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Word. I need more energy than that. I know we're virtual and stuff, but that's not what we're doing tonight. We're going to be super hype because we're all here tonight for the Souped Up Poetry Slam. Do y'all even know what a slam is, though? Like, who in here knows what a slam is? Just raise your hand. It's cool. Yeah, or you could do the little emoji, the high five, you know what I'm saying? A little emoji chat. We got the chat popping already. It's already lit. So feel free if you're on Zoom to get in that chat. If you are joining us live, get in them comments. We want to see you. We want to feel you. We want all of the vibes. Cool? Yes, word. Okay, cool. So I got mad stuff to tell y'all before we even start. So I hope y'all, yes, I see y'all. Let's go. What's a slam? I don't know. What's a slam? Is it a poem? Is it a skit? I don't know. I don't know what a slam is, but I'm going to tell you what a slam is. But before I tell you what a slam is, I need to introduce you to a couple people that you need to know. So I want to give a shout out to Aaron King, who will be running the streaming. Y'all give it up. 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 I want to thank Heidi for being the co-host of this event. Give it up for Heidi. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. I want to say give it up for Billy, who will be helping with the virtual tech. See, there's mad tech, so it's just mad stuff. Like, it's just, that's what's happening because that's where we're at. We're in COVID. It is COVID. Y'all sitting down in your homes, clearly. We want to thank Talian for being the on-site runner backup for the performers in the building. So give it up, 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 give it up. And last but certainly not least, Audrey will be the time and scorekeeper. As you already know, amazing with time. They're just incredible with numbers. So we gonna get all of that. So a slam. What's a slam? Wait, I gotta introduce our judges. Who are our judges here? Can y'all like give me some love, give me some like, give me some all of that? Yes. Oh, maybe y'all should have just hid y'all faces because like people might be coming for y'all for the scores that y'all might be giving out tonight, and that's okay. We're virtual, so you're good. Normally we be in person and we gotta worry about people seeing each other. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. We out here giving love and light. That's what we're here for today. I want to say the 5 judges that will be giving out the scores, each will hold up a score after the poet. So y'all judges, that's for you. The highest and lowest scores are discarded, and the 3 middle scores are added up as the final score. The poet with the highest cumulative score at the end of the 3rd round wins the slam. You can use decimal points, so you know that means like a 7.5, an 8.9, whatever. You're gonna rate the poem, but not the poet, because we care about the art. So you're gonna rate the poem. Y'all with me? The poem. Cool. All right, bet. Dee is absolutely gorgeous. You will see Dee later. Face is beat to the gods by no other than Alexia J. I just want to say all of that because Alexia J, I need you to snatch me like you snatch Dee, just period. Like that's just where we're going. Also, ignore the score creep. Scoring can get exciting, but don't let the emotions deter you. You have to vote consistently on the poetry. On what? The poetry. On the what? On the poem. Exactly. So I think everybody got it. They understand. So we're going to have fun tonight. It's going to be super, super lit. We have performances. We got Red Shades in the building. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. We've got SeeFour in the building. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. And we got some performances. You already know who's going to be up on here. So with that being said, we're going to give it up first for our sacrificial poet. Do y'all know what a sacrificial poet is? I didn't even go through the rules of the slam. So for the slam, yeah, exactly. SLA poet, you said like this, exactly that. But Michelle La Poetica is amazing, absolutely amazing. So I need y'all to give it up and I will tell y'all all of everything. Oh, the slam poets, I'm sorry, y'all. We in COVID. We're in COVID. Slam poets, you have 3 minutes to get your poem. That's it. 3 minutes. That's it. You go over time, we will mute your mic. No shade, but we will mute you. So you have 3 minutes to get out that poem. So without further ado, please welcome the amazing, the incredible, our sacrificial poet of the evening, Michelle La Poetica.
Go, girl. All right.
Madre, mujer, mover of soul, motivators. Mil maneras of managing minglers. Mean fingers que manipulan cuando señalan. Lenguas torcidas, malintencionadas, mencionan a Michelle de manera equivocada. El menosprecio, minimizations, attempted and some succeeded mutilations of goals. Dreams and expectations ocurren, pero milagros también. Aparece un lápiz y un papel, and from that moment yo pude entender cuál era mi deber exclusivo. Nací para ser poeta, oradora del alma, creative interpreter for emociones manifestadas, manos armadas, con la pluma hecha espada, because toda palabra es a double-edged sword. Una espada de doble filo. In each verse, una estrategia, y cada poema es a battle cry for you to wake up, levántate, obtén tu esperanza y entiende que desde lo más superficial hasta lo más profundo, you are the only one in control of your mundo and how the actions of others or lack of them te afectan. Soy la apuesta perfecta. Mi misión es cambiar el mundo con mi trifecta, mi talento, mi lápiz y mi libreta. So whether you love me or you hate me, you either fear me or me respeta. Whether my energy repels you or to you I'm magnética, you will always remember how I made you feel. Pero también recuerda who I am. Yo soy Michelle, la poética. I muted myself because I just didn't have no words for that. Like, I just didn't even have the words for any of that. So, judges, I'm so glad I'm hosting because, you know, I'm just not trying to judge. Can y'all give me your scores for the sacrificial poet, Michelle La Poetica? Judges, where your scores at? Where y'all at? We also need to type our scores in the chat. Yes, we got Nandy with an 8.8. Lisa with an 8.5. Anika with an 8.6. Catherine with an 8.4. Ooh. I'm not missing nobody. I'm missing one more. So I got 5. I got 5. Can we get the score, Audrey?
25.9.
Yes. Say it one more time for the people in the back.
25.9.
Yes. Y'all give it up for Michelle La Poetica. Y'all ready for our next slam? Slam poet. Y'all give it up for D. Rob.
All right. You ask me who I am as I stand before you, and before you can draw conclusions based on this monotone, my body's tone is drawing chills from your body's own. You want my closet skeleton bones, or for me to ask you to sit on my throne? Because I've thrown my name to start. Now I show my pain and heart. It's all the same in art. When you ask me who I am, what part? You want a whole or half? Muse, to be amused, or to take a photograph? Clutch smiles, hold tears, have children. How does that equate with your math? What is your soul searching for? A treasure or to be treasured? Could I be clever or tell you whatever? Who am I? Well, I can be a nightmare or a dream. I could give you metaphors, be meta, or just be plain. I am, or I was, a father's pain, drawing dreams, dueling demons with Hadougens and cluster bombs, magic waving from my palm, causing craters all from my arm on the dark side of the moon. Now, is that too long or too soon to realize that I'm more than just metaphors in pain before the womb? As I stand before you, I am Black man with so much loving for family and for so many fears to keep coming at what I'm becoming. I won't be running, I'll be dandy. I'm becoming a force, a king. Roll a red carpet of motivation, because my passion is is a passage flooded with inspiration like a hurricane with horsepower. I'll get hoarse and won't cower when the light is further within the eye of the tower and you can see it because it's this glow, because it's called healing. Forgiving myself the blame I've been dealing, found space to unleash harbored feelings like guilt for missing time and not speaking, yet missing my oldest son, regret saying that with work I'm always looking for fun, shame, believing I'm becoming another one, defensive, playing with words as evidence that I'm only a better one, you know, a deadbeat or a broke nigga that always had potential but no work ethic or hope, nigga. Love black women yet still abuse them, joke nigga, cowardly, thinking I could find answers hanging from a belt or a rope, nigga. I was kind of harsh. The way I used to talk to me before therapy, and people spoke malice to me because my thoughts allowed it, mistake it for love and a testament because my heart empowered it, found myself surrounded when I seeded and flowered it high. My loved ones know me as Dana Ruff. I'm unraveling my onion and unloading my armor. Shit. All right.
Hell yeah, man.
Sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all give it up for D Ruff. Thank you, Anita. I saw your face, the first one in the video, so thank you. Judges, can I get those scores, please? Mm, mm, mm. How y'all feeling? Y'all enjoying the slam thus far? Y'all with it? Y'all here with the snaps? Already got some bars already. I'm just saying it's gonna be kind of thick. Okay, I got some judges' scores. Let's read them off. My apologies if this is taking me long. It's just, you know, technology, folks. Usually we got a board and people write it on the whiteboard. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's different. It's different. It's different. So we're gonna start with the scores here. Let's see. We got Nandy with a 9.4 for D Ruff. We've got Lisa with a 9.2 for D Ruff. We got, sorry y'all, Teresa with an 8.3 for D Ruff. We got Catherine with an 8.2 and Anika at 9.3. You got that, Audrey? Doing the math over there. The first round was a 25.5 for Michelle Lapuelica. We had first said 25.9, but that was inaccurate. So I just want to give everybody the space and time and know that it was a 25.5. So final score for D Ruff, please, Audrey.
26.8, and thank you for the follow-up for everyone.
Of course, 36.8 that was?
Oh no, 26.8.
Oh, 26.8. Y'all give it up, 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 give it up. Word, y'all ready for our next slam poet? I need y'all all to give me some energy for Sheldon Alexander.
Peace and blessings. Dreadlocks 2020. I've officially enrolled my hair into the ballot, since it screams at corporate America like a ballad of 12 years, a ballad of dread, a ballad of fear. I grow my locks to cover my ears, but I still hear you. Your head's too greasy. Oh my God, how'd you get it to do that? How long did it take you to dedicate your life to a nappy-headed struggle? Translation, your locks are inappropriate, a distraction in the schools. The kids can't pay attention, so schools pay police to escort our children, all federally or state funded. I guess my locks aren't invited to the discussion, but it's a developing topic. The top of my head seems to carry so much dread as if they became the biological manifestation of a chain. Since my hair is such a debate, twisting my roots until the legends lock together, as if my heritage was so deep rooted in the country, my face became its representative. They ban locks and twists as if they were communists. Politics is the art and science of government, concerned with winning and holding control, competition between competing interest groups for power and leadership, a complex of relations between people living in society. But my complexion doesn't sit well with society. Why is my hair a political issue? My hair is not running for office. So having an officer escort little brown children for hair growth is a waste of time and tax dollars. Why am I paying taxes if Black lives matter? Since I'm grandfathered in this contract for 400 years and back, shouldn't my reparations cover that? Since we all part of the same loyalty club, but laws never applied to it. Segregation was never truly abolished. I could see between glass ceilings the tears of another class like All-Stars and Wildcats. Depending on who you're talking to, it's highlight a crime, right? Because you might lose your job, but it's not discrimination. Even though Black folks are the ones who rock locks, I guess I'm putting my locks in the ballot. So my slogan is growth. I have many policies, changing the narrative of corporate America since they stand with George Floyd and pander to our vulnerability. I give locks full immunity so school children can wear their hair held high like graduation and beyond. A new phenom, universal hair care product producing natural oils. My locks will build a wall between the have and the have-not. Those who have locks and those who have not accepted them. If you're interested in bigotry and even jokingly like racism, there's a special place for you on the other side of that wall. Several seats, plush leather or whatever. Point being, locks rock 2020. Vote for me.
All right, brother.
Y'all, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yes, y'all can hear me. Yo, poets doing tech shit. It's a beautiful thing to see. Beautiful thing to see. Y'all give it up for Sheldon Alexander. I just had a conversation about locks, so I appreciate that in so many different ways. You don't even know. You don't even know. Thank you, Sheldon. Judges, oh, run them scores. Oh, wow, they quit. Nandy with a 7.2. Catherine with a 9.1. Aniko with a 9.4. Lisa with a 9.4. And Teresa with an 8.5. Y'all give it up for Sheldon. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up. Those are good scores. Audrey, let us know what Sheldon's score is, please.
27.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
27.
Yes, and even 27. Okay. I like this. Lisa, thank you. If you could keep just putting those numbers in as soon as it's tallied up, that would be great. Perfect. Y'all ready for our next slam poet though? Word. Y'all give it up for Dexter, the poet. Dexter, we can't hear you, love.
How about now? Okay. And today, I named myself a monster, a ghastly thing, fangs dripping with the blood of men, claws sharp and poised. And shocking as it may be, I was still afraid, because men would condemn me for eating them alive when they meant to hunt me, meant to mount my pretty little head on their walls, keep me on display like how they keep their trophy wives, meant to break me, but I refused to be anyone's prey, refused to be anyone's docile plaything. And so, as I am known to do, I tore into them, Isn't it funny how men still smile when they're being pulled apart as if they'll make it? Like the nature of their privilege could possibly save them? It's a pity, really. Confidence is such a terrible thing to waste. But they were quite the tasty meal. Thank you.
Y'all give it up for Dexter the poet. Lord, I told you I was glad that I am the host of this evening.
Oh,
That gave me goosebumps and chills and resonance all at the same damn time. Judges, where are those scores? Teresa with a 9.4, Nandy with a 9.9. Look at the judges are still in their feelings too. Here we go. Catherine with a 9. I said Catherine already. 9.5. Anika 9.5. Lisa 9.6. Is that all 5? Did I catch all 5? I feel like I'm waiting for one more. No, I'm not. Okay, Audrey. I'm still in my feels. I don't even know. I just lost all hosting capability.
Dexter with a 28.6.
28.6. Give it up for Dexter the poet. Are y'all ready for our next slam poet? Y'all give it up for the habitual wordsmith T.J. Love.
Black and blue lives matter. And I don't mean us niggas and the cops who pull triggers to marginalize our figures. I mean bruised lives. Whose lives? Me and you's lives. These lives, brief lives. Cease and desist means cease to exist. The deceased can't testify. So these police get acquitted if they even catch a trial. Can't even catch a cold before someone screams flu. Lives matter. Can't even get to be old before someone screams new. Lives matter. These scars are far-fetched when sketched in Caucasian canvases. They'll tear your artwork in half and then blame you for not painting it better. They've tamed you, backed you into a corner and caged you, rearranged your sanity so that you seem insane when you say, dude, please stop killing me. Hip-hop lives matter. But they'll tell you it don't to other rap artists. That's how they justify killing, saying they'll do it for us. But trap music is a bad influence on cracker cool kids whose pale skin is translucent and they use it as fuel for their Facebook tirades. Look at how these niggas cry race, but shoot each other. So that means when I say that black on black crime has a higher rate than police brutality, you can take that to my bank and no, not your black owned. Cracked bones and blistered skin, bullet holes on video. Evidence is relative when you're privileged. Your melanin is sickening. Causes churning stomachs and excessive force. All forces matter. Jedi and phases of matter matter. When your blood splatters, all blood splatter matters. When Urkel tries to get a come up, all families matter. When your newsfeed won't shut the fuck up about Pokemon Go, all apps matter. Matter has devolved into a fallacy when no facts matter. Fact of the matter is this: your life is worth a fraction of theirs, but all math matters. When Trayvon can't even eat Skittles in peace while Eminem is eating colored M&Ms, all marshals matter. No affidavits, just pass away or pray that your seeds never grow up to be a hashtag someday, or that your seeds never grow up to be blossoms, but all 90s sitcoms matter. Thank you.
Y'all give it up again for the habitual wordsmith T.J. Love. Okay, got you. Judges, how y'all feeling? Where them scores at? Namdi, 8.8. Teresa, 8.9. Lisa, 9. Ankita, 9.3. Yep. Same, Teresa. Same. I'm like just reading the chat. And where did Audrey go? Can we get a final score, please?
27.5.
27.5. Y'all give it up again for the habitual wordsmith, TJ Love. And up next, we have Jordan King. Y'all give it up for Jordan King, y'all.
Woo.
Trigger warning for suicide. The graffiti scrawled on the side of the bridge says, "The world is better with you in it." And I wonder, is this God talking to me, or just some kind-hearted stranger who believes in the intrinsic value of life? Either way, as I stare down a 10-story drop, I feel safer here with my feet dangling over the side of the bridge than I have at any other point in all of 2020. I wonder how many people this message couldn't reach. In a different life, I stood in this exact spot, staring into the maw of oblivion, and I saw a way out. Saw darkness and comfort and peace from the harsh lights of reality. Don't you know that not all nightmares are erased by the daylight? Sometimes you don't want to see the forest through the trees. Sometimes you just want to be out of the woods, and this is as good a shortcut as you've ever been able to find. And in a world that is better with you in it, sometimes better just isn't good enough. And for some of us, the wanderers who got a little bit too lost, this is the surest way out when life becomes labyrinth trap metamorphosis around us. The world is better with you in it. In this life, I sit on the bridge, legs swinging as I peer over the side, and I wonder how many people this message has saved. How many people are like me, needed the encouragement of a stranger or God today and yesterday and in all of the months and years since this was first written here. I wonder if they saw these words and remembered how to endure for another day or a week, or however long it takes to learn how to live again. I wonder if these words taught someone how to live again. The world is better with you in it. The words whisper themselves a mantra to me as I stare down this 10-story drop into the abyss, and I wonder if it's the work of God or some kind-hearted stranger who weaves this magic into my bones, who pulls me to my feet and walks me purposefully away from my early ending and into the light of day. How miraculous it is to save the life of someone you have never met with your words alone. The world is better with me in it.
Hell yeah.
Y'all give it up for Jordan King. Yeah. Exactly, TJ. Yo, exactly. Sentiments felt. Judges. Yes. Teresa, 9.8. Lisa, 9.8. Catherine, 9.8. Nandi, a 10. We got first 10. Ankita, 9.6. Wow. Okay. Yeah, where are the tissues? Yes, Audrey. Can you give us a score for Jordan King?
29.4.
29.4. I give the whole face like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Just, yes, always. Y'all ready for our next slam poet? Y'all give it up for SLA Poet!
Old white man on corner asks, "Who do you think you are?" I'm all woman, all mama, and something like a poet. I'm the best hue of melanin, the one in my mirror. I'm the face that greets you every morning in the hospital. And strong push against ribs that cover a stubborn heart. I'm the black body left on cold pavement after trying to keep my heart beating. I am all Muslim, the cool kind, the nice kind, the kind you never think of because there's no sensation and la-la-la-la-la-lism in real Islam. I'm the nerd writing in a journal at 35,000 feet. Loud, through the air, I'm overall Georgia, we overall me. I'm juicy peach, rare sweet, sometimes rarely sweet. I'm something like a storyteller. I will never run out of stories, but may need more ink. I'm all goofy. I'm always thinking. I'm trying to take over the world. All I need is one mic. I'm a child at heart, messy, petty, sarcastic. I'm love, all love, petty love. I'm naked with a pen and nobody on this plane realizes it. I'm something like a writer. I'm tired of America. I'm Black in America. I'm afraid for my son, my brothers. I'm afraid for everyone with melanated skin. I'm Black. I'm a Black woman tired in America. I'm something like fed up. I'm on fire. I'm actively anti-racist, looking for co-conspirators, not hoping for many. I'm seeing people and things torn down by people who don't stand with us to rebuild them. I somehow remain hopeful, optimistic. I'm goal setting for a future that is not guaranteed. I'm all guts, given no glory. I am the sweat equity of centuries of hard work and standing up against hate. I am the lemonade. I got that juice. I'm Marion Jones. I'm like lightning and I'm proud of who I am and where I come from. Who are you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow. Hot fire. Oh, hey. Y'all give it up for SLA Poets. Woo. Yes. Teresa, 9.6. Catherine, 9.5. Y'all on it. Nandi, 7.8. Woo. Ankita, 9.7. Lisa, 9.2. For a final score, please, Audrey. Oh, we got people in the chat like, wait, Nandi, 7.8, nah. Listen, y'all can work that out in the chat, okay? Y'all work it out in the chat. Bye. What is our final? What why y'all are dragging? Stop it. Stop at 5. Audrey, what is our final score for SLA Poet, please?
28.3.
28.3. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Y'all ready for our next slam poet? Y'all give it up for Anita D.
Can you hear me? And the psych ward says, there is no need to worry. This asylum was built to help you. And just like the straps on the stretcher that you rolled in on, we are going to keep you safe and secure. Notice the locked doors and all the cameras perched in the corners like hawks. We will be watching. But this is all for you and your well-being. You are sick, anxious, depressed, a danger to yourself. The state told us to hold you for 72 hours, but if you sign this paper, we can pretend your stay here this weekend is voluntary. Friday morning, you will be woken up by strangers in white coats and clipboards. You will be asked again and again and again about why and how you want to kill yourself. Be honest. Remember, you are only here for 3 days, so take advantage of the 5 to 10 minutes you have with the doctor. But understand, he has a list of patients as long as his pay stub, so you won't be receiving any actual therapy sessions while you're here. But we will recommend them as treatment for after we let you out. Until then, we want you to be comfortable. So sit back, enjoy the plastic furniture and coloring books. We have old radios with no antenna, but the sound is still loud enough to drown out the sound of the woman screaming in 2B. That's just Cindy. She just does that sometimes. Well, she didn't always, but she does now. And until we can find the right medication, we are going to keep helping her, just like we want to keep helping you. If only you let us. It's Monday morning, and you haven't even tried the meds yet. You're still lying to us about holding the knife to your arm like your parents haven't already told us everything. Just be honest and let us help you. Did I mention the state only recognizes the existence of psychiatric patients Monday through Friday? Meaning, the past 48 hours you spent here didn't even count. Meaning, we still have time for a breakthrough or a breakdown. This is a good thing. This means we still have time to help you. And I can see that you're getting upset, but do not walk away from me with tears streaming and knuckles buried in palms. That type of body language is aggressive, and we might have to do something about that. A sedative, maybe diazepam perhaps. I don't think being alone is best for you right now. Maybe you should spend time with the other patients. Get to know how they got here. Listen to them when they tell you you got lucky getting placed in this psych ward. We are one of the good ones, and we want you to stay here. We figure if we keep you long enough, maybe you'll eventually start to fit in, or maybe if we keep you locked up, you'll eventually start to act out, and we will be right here waiting to prescribe you something, to label you with a diagnosis. We didn't cause your social anxiety. We only heightened what was already there. We just want to see you reach your full potential as a patient. We told you this asylum was built to help you.
Whoa. I'm so happy I'm not a judge tonight.
God
Y'all give it up
damn.
for Anita D. Y'all. And the braids, sis. The braids? Woo. Sis. Okay, I know I okay. Yes. Doing it. Woo. Judges. I don't know how you know, at any moment, I think, oh, damn, we got a 10. Oh, wait, no, that's not from a judge. That's from an audience. I'm sorry. I got too happy. I was like, another 10. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all know that the judges are supposed to be coming through judging this, and y'all putting your own scores. It's just not fair. It's not fair. Okay, cool. Word. So Nandi, 9.5. Lisa. Y'all with these comments, y'all. Lisa, 9.2. I was on the edge of my seat too, Katie. I was. Teresa, 9.4. Ankita, 9.8. All these high scores. Catherine, 8.9. Whoa. Whoa. Give it up for Anita D, y'all. Those are good scores, yo. Audrey, what is Anita's score?
28.1.
Yes. What was it? One more time for the people in the back.
28.1.
28.1. Jordan's in the comments like 8.9 sounds kind of sus, but we got I love it. Yes. I told the judges, y'all, they gonna come for y'all. If they think you know what I'm saying? If they think it's a little, you know, SLA poet, there was like a 7.8. Like, what? Like with the Soldier Boy voice, like, what? Anyways, y'all ready for our next slam poet? Y'all give it up for Nathan.
When I was raped, I said nothing. Swallowed depression like Adam's apple. Daily, practiced my smile in the mirror. Told myself that it never happened, that it was just a dream. Soon. I was so good at faking emotions, I didn't need my own. But when I saw you, I saw a tender, broken body, still in shards, and I wondered how you looked so put together. We talked for hours with dry eyes and almost empty hearts. We tell each other everything but what happened to us and who did it. But in this world, we were never raped. Never had body purged of innocence. We just had a nasty fall. We tell each other we were mountain climbers. Her, always one slipped hand away from cliff. Me, always rushing to save her, to repent for never saving myself. But every time our fingertips touch, she falls. I want to save her so bad, it keeps me up at night, smoking more. And I keep fantasizing about stopping him. And since we refuse to speak our rapist's name, we call him Gravity because he brings down everything he touches. And I want to craft a body for him. I want to craft a body for him. I want his skin to be notes. I want his death to be musical body hit by an orchestra of bullets. I want his last words to be a beautiful song. But the lyrics barbed wire, so we get to watch as his vocal cords split, and I want his blood to be riffled, to be spectacle, to be believed and remembered like none of the girls ever were, like I never was. And I know he knows what happens to the bodies that hit the ground. I know he knows what happens to the bodies that hit the ground, but he just keeps pulling and pulling, never worrying about the body, about the girl, just himself. But somewhere in the deepest of depression, she started back breathing again, standing again. And now she has nowhere to go but up. And doesn't it scare you, Gravity? What will you do when all the women start to climb? Where will you retreat besides the darkest void of a starless sky? And what will you do when morning comes? When the sun burns like truth, how will you stop them? An army of women and survivors that defy gravity.
And the fade out. And the fade out. Wow. Y'all give it up for Nathan. Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna just sit here until the poets get their spirit back in their bodies too, because that was wow. Wow. Teresa, a 9.6. Nandis, 9.7. Catherine, 9.7. Lisa, 9.8. Ankita, 9.4. Whoa. Audrey with the final score, please, for Nathan.
29 for Nathan.
Wow. Y'all give it up for Nathan. .803, stand up. That's South Carolina for those who do not know. Stand up, stand up, stand up. So I'm gonna ask for a brief moment, real quick with y'all for 1 second, and we'll be right back. Cool? Y'all with us? We need a moment anyways. That was a lot. So cool. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling great? Cool. We needed that like just moment, just a moment really quickly. So while we were taking that moment, we were tallying up the scores. So I want to say thank you everybody who has already participated in the first round of the slam. As y'all know, there are some cash prizes on deck for the winners. We have a first place, second place, and third place cash prize. I'll mention the amounts in a few, but I do want to take this time to say that Sheldon and D Ruff will not be joining us for the second round of slam. We thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank you for participating. We love both of you, and please stay on to see who takes it home. So with that being said, are y'all ready for round two? Word. So we're gonna go in the same exact order as we went through before, just so y'all know. So up next, please welcome Dexter the poet.
Aquarius performs a poem about feelings. And you wonder why I hide. You wonder why this expression is blank as a piece of paper. I dare you to flip it over. Bet you won't though. So unlikely you actually want to see what goes on in here. This feeling is uncontrollable. So I cover it in nothingness. Dissociate to function. Show you one palm at a time because the other is holding things together. And I am less a river and more a wishing well, but no one pours into me. I guess that makes me unfeeling. Guess that makes me empty. And I am always cold. It is always wet and windy here, and you are always taking you are always taking the things that make me warm, always stripping me of the good parts. And you wonder why. You wonder why I'm so unchanging. I guess I'm so used to disappointment. Guess it doesn't faze me anymore. Or at least that's what I let you see. All I feel safe enough to show these days. All while someone in the back of the audience screams that safety is a construct. Thank you.
Woo! Y'all give it up for Dexter the poet. Girl, I'm an Aquarius too, so I was just like, please don't drag us.
Aquarius has feelings.
First of all, Aquariuses don't have feelings. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. We do though. We just don't show them. Emotional gangsters. Okay, cool. So, judges, Nandi 9.2, Catherine 9.3, Lisa 9.2, Ankita 9.4. I feel like I'm waiting for one more. We waiting for one more? That was 5? Damn, that went by fast. Yes, Jordan, thank you. See, we always here. Yes, thank you. Okay, no, Brandy, do not drag us because Aquarius risings. Nandi, Aquarius moon, please, okay? We got feelings. Audrey, please give us the final score for Dexter.
27.9 for Dexter.
Yes. Whew. Now that the Aquarius dragon has commenced, please give it up for our next slam poet, the habitual wordsmith, TJ Love.
Being brown is not that type of black. Being brown is the overarched spine. Being brown is the hue of a man who is considered 75% human, 70% water, 100% slaughter. Being brown is the only graduation cap and gown that matches the colors of the diaspora: black skin, green gown, red blood. Being brown is wrapping the kente cloth around the bullet wounds as a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. Being brown is the reasonable doubt of my life being worth anything more than ballistics testing. Being brown is being cannon fodder. Being brown is being tried as a man when you're a toddler. Being brown is bones breaking in the public domain as a public service announcement. Being brown is your size being justification. Being brown is your face being misconstrued as intimidation. Being brown is forcing a smile when there's nothing to smile about because you don't want to scare anyone into donating a bullet into your Salvation Army tin can flesh. Being brown is not celebrating your birthday. Being brown is celebrating 365 days of not meeting your maker. Being brown is holding your breath for tomorrow's possible attempt. Being brown is finding Black excellence in your elocution, where the pronunciation of your lips is silent. Being brown is talking yourself into a revolution, but watching your reflection on a television screen being chalk-lined and hashtagged and rescheduling your plans. Being brown is writing a Dear John letter and calling it a poem. Being brown is writing a suicide note and calling it a poem. Being brown is being called a deadbeat dad because I was beat dead before I could even have the chance to raise my child. Being brown is complying at the traffic stop and still losing. Being brown is being Sandra Bland. It's being Tamir Rice. It's being Philando Castile. It's generational genocide because when you watch your father say he can't breathe on live television, being brown is your heart deciding to give out before they decide to come after you next. Being brown is being Erica Garner. Being brown is garnering enough nationwide attention to warrant a warrant. Being blue is receiving a hero's medal in the form of a direct deposit to your pension on a paid suspension. Being brown is watching justice miscarry so many times that maybe in vitro fertilization could work. Being brown is having 10,000 smiling photos to choose from, and a mugshot is still elected as your local representative. Being brown is a death sentence that ends not with a period, but an asterisk. Being brown is fearing red and blue on the wrong block, and being brown is knowing that that last line was not referring to Crips and Bloods. Being brown is wondering what good being brown has done for you. Thank you.
Woo! Y'all give it up for the habitual wordsmith, TJ Love. Lord, I'm so happy I'm not a judge. I'm gonna keep saying that all night because I'm just really happy I'm not a judge. I don't want to be judging because this is hard. All y'all good? Period. Dot. So judges, that's on you. That's your cue. Yes. Lisa, 9.8. Nandi, 9.2. Ankita, 9.5. Catherine, 9.9. And Teresa, an 8.9. Okay. For an ultimate score of Audrey, please.
28.5 for TJ.
Give it up for TJ, 28.5. So up next, we have Jordan King. Y'all give it up, 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 give it up.
My mother always wanted a son, a boy who'd grow into the kind of man that my father never was, so she adopted me. I wonder if she regrets it now. Because every time I step into the world as a non-binary person, as trans, as myself, I'm worried I'm disappointing her, or perhaps she still thinks me a man. Still thinks of me as the boy who grew into the kind of man that my father never was. I suppose I should be upset about that. But the truth is, I kind of hope I'm right. Maybe then my mother will smile when she thinks of me, because my mother's smile is amazing and she doesn't smile nearly often enough. Still, I don't send her pictures of me anymore. I'm afraid of what she'll think if she sees me in a skirt. or a dress, or with eyeliner and painted fingernails. I suppose this is a confession. I'm a little bit sad a lot of the time that I can't be what my mother wanted, so instead I fold this body into origami, contort myself to fit into every friendship-sized box I encounter, and I name it after her. I call it love, because what else do you call the act of giving everything of yourself so the ones around you can be happy? Growing up, my mother and I rarely said, I love you. Instead, she took me to the library when I ran out of books to read. She went over my homework to make sure it was done correctly, and when I struggled with math, she printed out worksheets off the internet to help me practice. When I was sick, she took me to the hospital. When I was depressed, she took me to therapy, and when I was diagnosed, my mother made sure I took my meds every single day, so I know my mother loves me, but I also know that she wanted a son. And no matter how much I try to pretzel this body of mine, I cannot fit into that particular space. I suppose I wanted to be too much like her, so full of unspoken love that it burst forth in every action, in every smile, in every walk to the library or return trip from therapy. But as much as I would never be the son she wanted, I can never be anything close to the kind of woman that she is. So instead, I tell her I love her. And the word love drops from my mouth like an apology, like an admission of failure. I so often feel like I have failed her by being me when she did all of the parenting right, and I cannot tell her how sorry I am for tricking her into investing so much time in me. So I say, I love you. And her eyes hold mine like a wish, and she says, I love you too. And there is no apology in her voice.
Y'all give it up for Jordan King. I don't know like how y'all are yeah, exactly, bruh. Like judges, here we go. Wow. Teresa, SLA poets, stop at 5. Okay, stop at 5. We see you in the chat. You're good. Teresa, 9.9. Nandi, a 10. Ankita, 9.8. I'm just waiting for Lisa and Catherine, it looks like. Look, you look at me knowing judges' names and stuff, like I'm catching on. You see that? You see that? Catherine, a 10. Wow. Lisa, a 10. Wow. Can we get a final? Yes. All the snaps. Y'all should be going crazy in the camera views, like, for all of that. Jordan King just got like 3 10s. Like, we got to give love. All of that. Nandi, all of that. Can we get a final score, please, Audrey?
29.9 for Jordan.
Woo! Yes. Wow. Yes. So, up next, please welcome our next slam poet, SLA poet. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
My cup is never half full. It's never half empty. It's filled to the brim with part liquid, part gas. So when it's time to make moves, best believe I move that ass, because good things never came to those who waited. That's why you sit on the dock of the bay and you get jaded. Older people reflect on time spent being Vietnamed and Kuwaited and shake their heads at dim suns with sugar-happy Call of Duty fingers, war-hungry, bloodthirsty, anticipated. But who is there to pick up their pieces? Who is there to protect him from the shot caller? Heil the leader who prides on the way he divides, takes child as bride, slaps green card onto her taut skin. Mine cup hurts from all of his head spinning and twisted lies. That's why it's no surprise to see when cattle pick up into the sky and fly. This whirlwind is leaving everything behind in pieces. Our humanity and tolerance shattered, and we peaceless. Y'all, makes me speechless. Y'all, Lord, help our children. Between land under rising seas, high noon at 9 a.m., and constant global bombings, we're stealing their innocence and natural inclination to be loving and caring instead of trick or treat and rhymes from nursery. It's bombs over Baghdad and murder, suicide, daring. School shooter threats are like games until you find 20 guns next to the PlayStation. We empty out our hearts with double taps. Bloody cop video, scroll, ask, double tap. The first rule of Zombieland is double tap. Beating protesters in the street, scroll, OMG manga, double tap. Kittens, double tap. Pandas, double tap. Ass hair videos, ass kittens. Pandas, 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 pandas. I got bras in Atlanta, tap, 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 tap. School shooting in California, numb.
Y'all, give it up for SLA Poet.
Hey.
Give it all the way up. Damn. Nah, do your thing. Listen, I got kids 17 and 13. I understand it. As soon as I saw the head turn, I knew exactly who you was talking to, because that's exactly the mama thing to do. You just be like, what's going on? You see what I'm doing here, right? Like, I'm busy. I know y'all see the screen. Why? I get it exactly. Like, go. I love it. They are so rude. Please don't even get me started, because I had a whole story before I rolled up in here. Like, my kids didn't even want to spend time with me on the weekend. They was chilling with their homies. I bought a whole house of food. They got me messed up. Talking about they want to go hang out with their friends. I'm your friend. No, stop. Let me stop. Like, right. Anyways, let me stop. With the judges, Lisa with the 9.2, Nandi with a 9.1, Catherine with the 9.4, Ankita 9.6. Look at her face. She's salty. And that's it.
Let me see.
Can I get a laugh? Can I get the final score for SLA Poet, please, Audrey? Please. Thank you. Oh wait, I can't hear it.
Y'all gonna be the best.
Audrey, we got the score?
Yep, 28.1.
Yes. 28, you said 28.1?
Yes, 28.1.
Yes. Give it up. So up next, our next slam poet, please give it up for Anita D.
Domestic violence is defined as a pattern of abusive and controlling behavior to gain or maintain power. Studies show there is a correlation between this and male student athletes. While they only make up about 3.3% of the student population, they represent 35% of domestic violence perpetrators. My brother played football. 4 years in high school, 5 in college. He was a lineman. Stood over 6 feet tall, weighed around 300 pounds, and had a voice that sounded like the rumbling under the tunnel just before his team took the field. I was about 16 the first time he put his hands on me. He was angry because I wasn't listening. That was part of his control thing. What he said goes, and if I said no, he wasn't having it. This was also the first time he called me a bitch. He fixed his lips without hesitation, placed his hands around my throat, and choked self-respect out of me. He liked to choke. I don't know, maybe another one of his control things. It gave him the ability to limit my speech. He liked me more when I was quiet. He really didn't like it when I fight back. One time, I tried to play defense, but he spent way too much time on the O-line. He pushed me back as if he was at practice and I was acting as his blocking pad. Had my mother not been there to pull him off of me, I think he would have just kept squeezing. When I was 18, he got angry because I wasn't listening again. I got bold and told him, my father is in the living room. I don't gotta listen to you. So he threw me into the stairwell. I fell and tried to climb up them, but he was coming for me like the ball had been fumbled, and I recovered it first. This time hurt worse than the others. This time I discovered where he got it from. You see, my father played football too. I believe he was a lineman in high school, and he never made it to college, but he's always had a passion for the sport. He's been training my brother to play since he was big enough to hold a football, taught him the importance of being aggressive on the field, how to grip a ball firmly with both hands. He'd run drills around the house to show him how it's done, come home drunk and make an example out of my mother, called it late night practice. I don't remember all of it, but my eldest brother tells me about the penalties, about the unnecessary roughness, about the bloodshed. And I didn't want to believe it, but that night in the stairwell, my father said that I was out of line. He said I needed to watch my mouth. He said I should have been punched in the face for speaking to my brother that way. He told me to pack my bags, had his arm wrapped around my brother's shoulder as if he was the coach in his proudest moment. My mother powerless on the sidelines, begging me not to leave, but I had to. I couldn't handle the abuse like she used to. Children who witness domestic violence in the home display emotional and behavioral disturbances. Boys who witness domestic violence are twice as likely to abuse as adults. Remember, your children are always watching and are following in your footsteps. Don't forget to show them how to run.
All right. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Woo! Y'all give it up for Anita D. Damn. It's crazy. I told y'all judges, I got a hard task tonight. Teresa's on it though. Teresa said 9.9. Catherine said 9.9. Nandi 9.5. Ankita 10. Lisa 9.6. Oh, is somebody correcting me? I said Ankita had a 10. Thank you. Thank you. Make me accountable too, because sometimes I be reading the wrong thing. So like, just hold me all the way accountable. Audrey, how we looking with the score for Anita D?
29.4 for Anita.
29.4 for Anita D. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Y'all ready for our next slam poet though? Y'all ready? Y'all give it up for Nathan.
I have never seen the face of God before, but I know she has soft palms and rough fists, beats ass and lullabies babies to sleep. She is the epitome of duality. Can rock a snapback, a bald head, headscarf, box braids, and a popping ass lace front wig all simultaneously. She is so much woman, Mother Earth trembles, battles breast cancer with both her hands tied behind her back, while working on her master's degree, can turn ramen into stir fry and still feed a neighborhood. She was crucified on the operating table and resurrected herself. And though I have never seen the face of God before, I know she got a killer ass jump shot. When she hoops, her chemo-ridden body aches, but she, like Rice Krispies, still makes ankles snap, crackle, and pop. I know she likes R&B. I know she tells people that her son writes poetry, and though I have never seen the face of God before, my mother is the closest thing I know to mercy. But on most days, I do not deserve my mother. She calls me every day, even when I do not answer. And sometimes I hang up before she finishes saying, I love you, but don't we all fall short of the glory of a Black woman? Who else could do both, breathe life and be target but a mama? And my mama cannot have kids after me. The doctor says it's like her body ain't strong enough. It's like the doctor doesn't understand that that's my mama, but my mama still holds her scars like jewelry, keeps them close to her heart, but never forgets to flaunt them. But ain't that what you supposed to do when you conquer death? Didn't Jesus show both his hands after resurrection? And what be more holy than a Black woman who survived breast cancer 3 times and made it out the project? See, my mama is a wounded lion, forced to cut off her own damn mane, but goddamn, she make ball look beautiful, rocks it like a new tattoo. See, my mama a warrior, so quick to fight for everyone. She forgets to fight for herself, forgets to rest. My mother has keratoconus, which is to say she has corneas that literally change shape, that hold her eyesight hostage and threaten to rob her blind. But my mama ain't afraid to be without her eyes, to be without her innocence, to be without her life. She was raised to be a martyr, to be willing to die for a cause and a country and a culture that may not even remember her, but I'ma always remember my mama, how she looks at me. How she looked at me like Seventh-day Galaxy. How she nestles me into her bosom like I was the last good thing to be pushed out of her body, and after 21 years of trying, I have realized you can't pay back God. That all she wants, after 6 missed calls and unread messages, is to know that her son is still black and still breathing. So no, Mama, I may never be worthy. But the next time you call, I promise to wait for you to finish saying I love you first. And if you stay on the phone long enough, I will say it back.
Y'all.
Oh, so sorry.
Your mom?
You got people over here in person, like
That was amazing.
really
Like,
crying.
we got people
Wow.
crying.
Yeah, so sorry. Lisa, a 10. Catherine, a 10. Ankita, 10. Teresa, 10. Nandi, 10. That's 10s. I think I could do the math on that, right?
Crying. Everybody crying.
Yo, everybody crying in here. Y'all okay?
You can't cry. Hey, that. You like that? Got a chance to be both.
Yeah. Yo, you got people in here crying, like feeling all of that feelings. Audrey, what's the score?
30.
In my text messages, right?
Everybody's crying on the phone. I did not hear that. What did you say?
10s across the board to 30.
Yes. Yeah, y'all, we got people in the building. So yeah, this is in real time. Okay, so on that note, we're gonna take another moment to step away, take a break, and we'll be back with y'all in a few seconds. We will be moving on to the final round, so we will be determining who will that be. When we come back, y'all get some water, go to the restroom, take a second, get some tissues, do whatever you gotta do, collect yourself, and then come back and see us in a few moments. Yes, Nathan, you do need to be on a stage somewhere, but that's why Nathan is here with us, because even though we're not in person, it's not a physical stage, this is a stage virtually for us, like for real, for real. And even though we can't feel all of it in person, we still feel that vibration and those frequencies for real, for real. It's the words, and those are spells, and they also mean so much to us. So please, yes, real life, before, after COVID, I get it, but like we're here now in this space, and it's still very much sacred. So we just want to say, I want to say thank you all for sharing your art. Thank you to D Ruff and Sheldon as well, for the poets that are going to be going on to the last and final round, and those who do not make it to the last round. We appreciate y'all. This is really hard. It's where we take our vulnerability, our creativity, all of our being, and we put it out here for the world to consume, and then on top of it to score. So I give all of y'all praises. As most of y'all know, I'm not just a host, I'm also a spoken word artist myself, and I give all of the praise to y'all for being up here tonight, because I just cannot, and I really respect slam. It is really a sport, and it takes a lot to put yourselves out there. So thank you all for participating. We'll be right back. Get a break, take a break, walk away, go to the bathroom. Now is your time. Get a drink or not, some water, that's cool too. Whatever your choice of beverages, that's okay. And we'll see you in a few minutes. So I see all y'all are out here putting all of your IG handles in there. Yes, keep doing it. Y'all, we're also on Facebook Live right now. So even though we can see this on Zoom, just be aware or conscious that you need to put that stuff on the Facebook Live too. For some of y'all that are using your phones, that's okay, because you can always add the comment once the video is posted on live with all of your handles, et cetera, et cetera. We'll also do that as well for you. Are y'all ready to hear who's moving on with us? So unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to 3 poets this evening, and we're gonna say goodbye to the habitual wordsmith, TJ Love. You're amazing. Thank you so much for participating, baby. SLA, poet, we say goodbye to you, baby, but you also were amazing. And I hope y'all stay for the next round as well. And we have to say goodbye to Dexter the poet. So all y'all, give all y'all love to these 3 poets. Give your love to Sheldon, Alexander, and D Ruff as well. Once again, I'm gonna say it again and again and again. This is a lot. It is a lot. Vulnerability at its finest for folks to come here and participate with us. And I can't see nobody, but that's okay. Tech stuff. But I just want to say thank y'all for participating. It is a lot to just lay our hearts on the line for folks. And with that being said, we're gonna move on to our next round, our final round, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because y'all know how slam work, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it. Dexter, the poet, thank you so much. Please stay and watch the remaining, stay for the rest of the event. We really appreciate for y'all to just be here and still give love and light to all of these poets. Cool. So up next we have Jordan King.
In my wildest dreams, I have mutilated myself into something beautiful. I transform my body into something I feel at home in, and I call it a resurrection, but in the mornings, I can still hear them. The ghosts of my former selves. All of the me's that I killed just to be here, and I wonder if it's stupid to be scared of haunting myself. All renovated house over ancient burial ground, but they are my bespoke nightmare. And my eyes do not close during the day. My mouth, all mausoleum and do not enter signs. My body, a crypt where we are all interred. Each bone is a skeleton key. In a graveyard I try desperately to keep locked up. My ghosts call me by my dead name like a curse, like they are mocking me. Silly necromancer, they say. Don't you know that dead things belong in the ground? Don't you know that you should have been a dead thing? They're not wrong. In another life, I used to slit my wrists open 5 days of the month and wonder if spilling this blood could substitute itself for the period I would never have. In another life, I played chicken with some man who tried to lift up my skirt, and this time I didn't have a knife in my purse. In another life, I swallowed all of the pills I could find in my room when I realized I would never be as pretty as I wanted to be the right way. In this life, all of these things are the truth, and I just survived them anyway. And the ghosts inside of me say, how will I ever truly be trans enough if I can't even die right? And this is what it is to be trans. I am a would-be dead thing, killing itself over and over and over and keeping the bodies locked inside of me. I am a tomb of my former selves. All of the me's that I killed just to be here, a walking, talking, waking nightmare, but at night, when I can finally close my eyes, I dream I am a beautiful thing. I wonder if all monsters believe they could be butterflies.
Whew. Y'all, give it up for Jordan King. Like, get hype in the chat, get on the video, show love. Absolutely incredible. Yes, yes. I see everybody getting their own scores. Judges, can we get the scores, please? Nandi, a 10. Lisa, a 10. Yo, the 10s, y'all. The 10s. I'm waiting for Teresa, Catherine, and Ankita. Catherine, 9.8. Teresa, 9.9. Yes, Ankita, 9.9. Woo. Okay, give it up for the scores, y'all. Phew. All right, Audrey, what is our final score for Jordan King?
29.8 for Jordan.
29.8 for Jordan King. Y'all give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Yes. Whew. Y'all ready for our next slam poet? Please put your hands together, your snaps together for Anita D.
Halloween used to be one of my family's favorite holidays. We love decorating the house and the yard. My father used to really get into it. See, he'd costume himself into a ghoulish scarecrow and then lay out on the lawn chair, wait for local trick-or-treaters to approach the house and scare the living shit out of them. On occasion, he also used to scare the living shit out of me. Some of the masks he wore were so terrifying, I could barely look at him. Over the years, I noticed my family slowly stopped decorating. I'm not sure if it's because my brother and I grew older or because I started to see my father turn monster more often. I mean, who needs decorations when a bottle of gin can do the trick? Be the potion or the poison that transforms a hero into a horror. Slur the tongue, the mind, and the body into a hunchback, red-eyed, staggering beast. Bring that ghoulish scarecrow back to life on every holiday, after funerals, during celebrations, on the weekend, on any given night. Alcohol would creep its way into the cracks of my father's broken and create space for itself. Costume my dad into the thing that goes bump in the night. But I'm learning that my father was not born a monstrosity. He did not choose to become someone that frightens me, but somewhere between my childhood and my 30s, I lost sight of who he was beneath the scary. I blamed him for my trauma, but never considered where his came from. Never wondered how terrifying his childhood may have been. The demons he was forced to face growing up, or the ones he is still fighting today, like the bottles of liquor that haunt him at night, or the abuse he tried to drink away as a teen, or the feelings of abandonment, like losing your mother as a young boy. It's easy to ignore hurt when the weight isn't yours to bear. It's easy to stand tall and say someone else is staggering. For years, I thought of my father, this monster, this horror, as if he was always this terrifying, as if he wasn't created by someone or something. I wonder if dressing up as a scarecrow was a metaphor the entire time. Like maybe he was trying to show us how easily we can be turned into monsters and remind us we always have the choice to take off the costume. I should have taken more time to lift up my father's mask, realize that underneath it all, he is still human. He is still my dad. I should have tried harder to understand why he hides behind it, instead of being afraid and calling him the boogeyman. Farmers have always used scarecrows to ward off threats, to preserve the life of their crops. And so maybe my father's costume was just his way of trying to protect us. He knows there are far more scarier things in this gruesome world than he. And despite how my dad chooses to deal with his hauntings, he will always be here to defend his family. After all, we are his seeds, his crops, and ain't it a scarecrow's job to keep them safe? To watch them grow and blossom and not care if the rest of the world is afraid?
Y'all, give it up for Anita D. I need to see all y'all hype in these videos, yo. Get in these comments. That was incredible. Wow. So y'all do know this is a slam competition, right? So that means that there's prizes. And if y'all done the math with the names that I've said and you've been following along, then you know that the first place prize is going to be $150. Second place is going to be $100, and third place is $75. So we just had Jordan King, we had Anita D, and we got up next. Give a big round of applause for Nathan.
Scores.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Thank you. Jordan, you stay right here. Like, always keep me accountable. Scores 9.8. Teresa, Lisa, 9.8. Catherine, 9.8. Nandi, 9.8. Ankita, 9.9. Audrey, final score for Anita D.
29.4.
29.4 for Anita D. Yes, give it up. Now, our last slam poet for this evening is no other than Nathan. Please give it up for Nathan.
The devil doesn't come to our doorstep. He plays duck, duck, goose in our living room. We don't know which one of us he would take next. We write our wills together. We hold hands as we pray, as if to say, if he wants to take one of us, he has to take us all. The devil only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And the last time my daddy seen my great-grandmother was when the Klan kidnapped her. I know the same quiet that filled my granny house came before my daddy saw the devil in white cloaks. I know it was a still night. The kind that Satan likes to work in. We don't speak much about my great auntie because she got away after they raped her. For all we know, she died with a new name and a baby that she never chose to make. So when those cops in plain clothes bust in that black girl's house while she slept, I knew they were there to do the devil's work. And without knowing whether or not they had the right house, they shot 25 times that night. We don't know if her boyfriend surrendered before or after she did her last breath, but he was arrested. But not the officers that killed her, which is to say he was arrested before the white folks who kidnapped my great-grandmother, before the white men who raped my great-auntie. The Bible says that vengeance is God's. To turn the other cheek for doom will soon rush upon them, but doom ain't came fast enough for me. I want those wiggers dead. I want those officers dragged out their homes in handcuffs. I want to lynch the spirits of those white folks who kidnapped my great-grandmother. I'm tired of praying while white folks get away. The Bible says that the world will end in fire this time. It never said that we couldn't be the ones that set the world ablaze. This is the fire of our great auntie's eyes that you thought you could extinguish. Don't you know, to kill black folk, you have to slaughter everyone that remembers them. This is what happens when black anger spans generations. When the walls of Jericho refuse to fall and Pharaoh says, no, today is judgment day and we're going to burn everything down. If heaven is unattainable here, then why not destroy it all? The flags, the country, make it rain in kerosene, let methane boom from the speakers, bring Hades and Hephaestus and ask them to dance across the fire, burn it all. Like dry sticks in the campfire, burn it all. Like fields that refuse to grow. If we cannot be happy here, if all we ever know is unending cold, then make this a fireplace. Make it a Georgia beach with hellfire. If the world will end in fire this time, then let it come. Let it cook. Let it singe until the buildings crack. Let it burn until the White House turns black. If we cannot have peace here, then let us die here as ashes fade in the wind. We've been marching for over 40 days and 40 nights, for over 730 hours, for over 43,800 minutes. My knees have gotten too tired to pray, and I have gotten too tired to wait. So if God will not come for you, if God will not come for you, ask him to protect you.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, am I on live? Y'all give it up for Nathan. And Nava the Butterfly said, y'all are all amazing. Period. Period. Dot. Wow. Yes, Jordan, that is so much fire. Like, all of this is fire. Y'all are fire. This gave me life. Like, y'all are so dope. Thank you. Judges, scores, please.
I would like to make an announcement.
Okay, perfect.
After you say the score.
Lisa, 10. Teresa, 10. Catherine, 10. Nandi, 9.9. Ankita, 9.9. Yes. Final score, please, Audrey.
Nathan got 29.9.
29.9 for Nathan. Y'all give it up, 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 give it up. So we're going to be counting up the scores, but we have an announcement from Didi Delgado herself. So y'all please give life and love and all of that energy to Didi Delgado.
Hi, everyone. It's really difficult being me, but that's okay. So I just want to thank everyone for participating. I am just a regular human being. I raised $2,000 to give it away to everyone participating in the slam today, including the host, including the performers, including all the poets who are going to win. And I really hope that y'all understand that the work I do is a labor of love for the Black community. And I just want to let you know, I'm not going to take no shorts. Best of luck to everybody. And also, we're going to be taking a 10-minute intermission. Why? Because I've been working with some really dope production people over here. Yo, the performances that we have from Red Shades, amazing fucking artists.
Yes.
The Society of Urban Poetry, Bad Bitches in Repose. And also SeeFour, the artist.
Yes.
Y'all don't know, so we're gonna have them streaming live, but because Facebook does this thing where if you do music it kind of cuts you off, we have to go through a different provider. But if you follow me on Facebook at at Didi Does Things, just type in Didi Delgado. My name is DIDIDELGADO. It's going to be on the Society of Urban Poetry Facebook page. It's going to be on my main public figure Facebook page. Sorry, I've been drinking. Don't judge me because I've been studying. And I just want y'all to understand that this poetry slam means a lot to me. I want to give a shout out before we announce the scores. I want to give a shout out to people who stepped on the mic for the first time and made it this far.
Yeah.
Okay. I also, everybody here is litty, okay? I also want to give a shout out to my team who came through and helped me make this event free for everybody. Thank you all for the donations, but y'all helped me make this event free. Y'all made this shit seamless. Heidi, thank you for coming in at the last minute and co-hosting. Shout out to the full set team. This is a production that's been brought to you by Done for Didi. We help Black marginalized gendered folks get their coins up because white supremacy is a real motherfucking thing, okay? So Billy, thank you. Nandi, thank you. Catherine, I love y'all so much. And to all the poets who participated and the ones who stayed because they not sore losers, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You a winner in my book. I'm gonna turn this back over to Amanda. We're gonna take a minute to hear from Audrey. Y'all don't understand how ghetto this is. I have to receive text messages from the timekeeper. We not living in a normal society. Leave me the fuck alone. Besos.
Y'all give it up for Didi Delgado. All of it. So I'm waiting for Audrey to announce all of the scores one more time for everybody who did not hear them. But I have my list. I think that is first, second, and third. But y'all can't go by me because, you know, look, Jordan's like, I'm here. Unofficial judge is here, and I've been keeping track and time. I love you so much.
We have the scores.
Yes, we have the scores. Okay, so y'all ready? Can we get a drum roll, please?
Yeah.
We have third place, Anita with a 29.4. Jordan, second place with a 29.8. And first place, we have Nathan with a 29.9. So we got all y'all handles. So y'all gonna get your coins. I just want to pick up every single one of y'all for participating tonight. This was absolutely amazing. Y'all are all dope and super lit. I'm gonna get all y'all handles and follow y'all. We already gonna connect. That's just what it is gonna be. And just big up to everybody who won first, second, and third. Y'all are dope as hell. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Y'all need to celebrate them. Put your little emojis in the air. Put your little high fives. Get hype in the chat. I know. Listen, y'all gotta talk to Didi Delgado because this was a soup production. Listen, this is a soup production. I am just a mere host over here. So if y'all want more, y'all already know who to follow and who to hit up. Like, just be like, yo, did it for Didi, like done for Didi. Do it for Didi. Like, do all of it for Didi. Do it for Didi. Like, we need this done for Didi. Yes. So I just want to say thank y'all. Look, they acting up. See, Black folks just be kikiing in the back. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what they out here. Okay. I love each and every one of y'all. Shout out to the team again, but it ain't over yet. Like, it's not even over. It's not even over. So y'all already know we're gonna take a quick little, like, you know, like a little break to get y'all to get all the way together because your edges are about to be snatched because all of the performers we got on deck are like, you know what I'm saying? So take a minute, go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Get your coffee, get your tea, get your wine, do whatever it is you need to do, and come on back. We will see you in a few minutes. Cool? Cool. I like the D for D. Exactly, D for D. See y'all in a few moments. I see Jordan over there just breathing. I see. Yes, it's a wrap, love. It's a wrap. Congratulations again to Nathan, to Jordan, to Anita. It was hard, y'all. So give it up for them for winning. It was absolutely amazing. Thank y'all for everybody who participated once again. Y'all are so dope. There's gonna be more of these from what I'm being told in the background. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. I see a lot of people in here from different parts of the country, so we appreciate y'all for coming in. We see, I know Connecticut ain't far, but we see you Rhode Island in the building. We see you Cali, we see you. We see you, South Carolina. We see you. We see all of you. And I'm only not saying y'all names because I don't know if y'all want people all up in your business. I'm just saying, I don't know if you want people to know what city, state you're residing in. I'm just going to mind my business. But I love each and every one of y'all. Oh, Florida in the house, New York in the house, Washington. Yes, stay where you from because that's really important. We touching people from everywhere. So that is like somewhat of the blessing of where we're at in a sense, even though a lot of us feel like it's a curse because we just want to go outside. But it's a blessing because we can actually perform in so many different spaces without physically having to go nowhere. Because I don't know how your travel budget is set up, but the way my travel, I mean, I still work a full-time job, you feel me? So I'm just saying, like, it is a blessing if you all can get on open mics, especially for the performers, the slam poets tonight. If y'all can get other mics on other mics that are everywhere, do it. But make sure you pay attention to the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like that Pacific time and that be real sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So just pay attention to that. Also, I have been putting together an open mic list all around the globe, even internationally. So if you want to link with me for some open mics, it has the dates and the times. And you know what I'm saying? I have all of it. It's like 55 slots. You know what I'm saying? It's from everywhere. The Aquarius and me be mad like all together. But if you want to link with me, all of the slam poets that were on, or if you're an artist who's just watching because you wasn't able to make the slam, which means next time you might want to sign up a little bit earlier. I'm just saying, no shade, no shade. But 43 people signed up for the slam. Could not take them all. 43. So the slam poets who are on tonight, y'all are amazing. Like, everybody's just incredible. So if you need that list, link me. Y'all got my information already. And just keep performing because you never know, right? You never, ever know. So with that being said, I'm going to stop talking because I talk a lot and I can be long-winded. Love y'all. We'll be back in a few moments. Bye. Bye. Y'all, once again, we're going to thank y'all for being here, but y'all need to go to Facebook because Red Shade's about to be on and it's about to be lit. So we're going to end this call.
We're going to end the call so that we can get the Facebook code to give to our production assistant. Dex, you look amazing. Bitch, why don't you go down the street? Okay? Bye, y'all.
Hey y'all, hey. Hey y'all, hey. We live. Told y'all we was gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? This whole technical issues thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we in a different world, so we working through it. But shout out to Aaron King. If you don't know, now you know. Bridgeside, you already know what it is. That's the one to check out for. I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's absolutely incredible. I'm honored to be here. I'm really even more honored the fact that I just witnessed all that slam poetry. Absolutely amazing. I want to give it up one more time for every single person that performed tonight. Like I said, it is so hard to be so vulnerable and give yourselves, and then on top of it be scored on that. So I just want to say each and every one of y'all are incredible. Keep doing what you're doing. It is inspiring to watch and it just feels so good. So thank y'all. Are y'all ready? Because we got a whole other performance set for y'all. So y'all thought it was oh, slam poetry, this is my first time, cool. But y'all don't know what y'all are about to witness. And I'm honored to be amongst these artists tonight because they're just gang shit. A whole lot of gang shit. Y'all know I gotta say it at least once or twice, right? A whole lot of gang shit. I'm just really proud of each of these artists and the way that they're navigating their music through this time that we're in and just staying so not only on top of their craft, but just being able to be visible. Because it's hard out here, y'all. It's hard, for real. And both of these artists are nominated for BMAs. Is that a light stunt or is that accurate? You know what I'm saying? So it's a little light stunt, you know what I'm saying? They're both nominated, shit, you know what I'm saying? So go vote. Boston Music Awards. If you have not, please do so. There's also a People's Choice Award kind of thing going on too. I've been seeing that around, and that's not even just to artists, that's to anybody. So if you see somebody in the community making moves, doing what they gotta do, bigging up their community, you know what I'm saying, building platforms for their community, nominate them, period. That's it. Just put their name right up on in there and get them that nomination, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just love. It's just showing love, showing support, showing respect for our community. So definitely go and do that if you have not. But banter. But nah, we ready to go. So y'all ready? Are y'all ready though? So y'all seen who's on the bill, right? But up first, we got the one, the only, my sis, Red Shades.
Okay, but look, I kind of want to hit it. Okay, what's up, y'all? I go by the name of Red Shades. I want to thank everybody for having me tonight. Shout out to all the poets. Y'all are lit. We're going to get into They Call Me Shades, all right? Let's get it. I said, hey, fuck what you think. I'm on the wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shades, aura is red. Fuck up the stage, check out my swag. Hey, fuck what you think. I'm on the wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shades, aura is red. Look, listen, I like to start by myself, I don't wait for them. You missing chances, I'm taking them. You shooting shots, but I'm making them. Seeing that you made a spot, I'm erasing them. When they be naming the best, they don't mention you. These things I said was intentional. My flow was clean, they don't mess with you when I was gon' test you out, but I'm skeptical. I used to have me a boo, he was crazy though. He let me sit on his face, no fellatio. He had it's insatiable. I got the cheeks, make it clap like a well, then I could take you though. Yeah. And what? Till at least so there's space for you. Wheelchair born that way fond of unbreakable. I'm 10-0 from the field. What's your ratio? I can make box and still beat. Conscious of pop, I do what the beat makes me do. I keep it simple or do the unthinkable. Sprinkle some ratchet or rock on occasional. When nobody is taping you, thriving off love, just imagine what hate would do. I said, hey, fuck what you think. I'm in a wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shaydez, aura is red. Fuck up the stage, check out my swag. Hey, fuck what you think. I'm on a wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shaydez, aura is red. So check out the stage, check out my swag. Listen, this feel the aura, the second is still from my series. One more, then I'll stop. Got them all anxious, but wait till it drop. You ain't a charmer, please say that you not. Is you a fan or a stand? Better show me you can't sing a hook or pick lyrics apart. I know they fast, but it shows you got hot. And that you sweat me before I was hot. I got two sides, which is calm or irrational. If I am silent, just know I'll get back to you. Think that my feeling is practical. If you reveal all my secrets, I'm practical. Chick with an attitude, out my way, but I express my gratitude and give you thanks or whatever. Oh, that includes see me a roti or drink from the avenue. Me a patty, 2 kikis ain't far. I'ma get me a pack of 2 virgin bundles. If not, then I had to do bon appetit. Couple feet with the passion fruit. Trust me, they love how I talk my vernacular. Mention my aura, of course I can back it up. No, you didn't think the ascension what happened, but this when you get when you ignore the message. Cause I said, hey, fuck what you think. I'm on a wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shaydez, aura is red. Fuck up the stage, check out my swag. Hey, fuck what you think. I'm on a wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shaydez, aura is red. Fuck up the stage, check out my swag, bitch. Hey, fuck what you think. I'm on a wave, I'm in my bag. They call me Shaydez, aura is red. Fuck up the stage, check out my swag. Hey, fuck what you think. I'm on a wave, I'm in my bag. And they call me Shaydez, aura is red. Fuck up the stage, check out my swag, bitch. Alright. It wasn't ready. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Again, y'all, it feels so good to like be out in an actual venue performing. It's still a little different, but this is dope. Thank you for Soup. Thank you, Dumb for Didi. All of that, you know, for having this moment. But we gonna turn shit up a bit. Like before we get into this next record, for the people that are here and for the people watching tonight, I'm gonna need y'all to like stir it up in the pot. I know y'all got that recipe, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need y'all to like act with me here. I need to feel that energy from y'all. So let's get into it. It's my single, The Recipe, off of my new album, Feel the Aura. So we gonna scream on this one. So I'm gonna need some help from the gangsters in the building, all right? So you know when the video goes, woo, 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 woo. Y'all ready? Hey, I'm watching you. Let's get it. Already know that I'm hot. Making my way to the spot. It's getting heated. It's steaming. They feeling like I got some coke in the pot. They playing Shaydez on the block. I got the okay from my pops. They asking if it's my time. I reply with a sign. Just tell them to watch. But ooh, that's my baby, my rock. She looks so mean, but she not. Not from the street. She a G and she know that my team never talk to the cops. Me, I'm focused a lot. The gang you do notice is locked. I've been on the bottom so long, I for wrong to be giving you bop after bop. Y'all be drinking it straight, but me, I like mine on the rock. Stay out my pockets, don't act like I'm balling. Just know that I'm calling the shots. Me, I be focused a lot. You will be calling a lot. For my sisters, we spittin' and we gon' be all at the top. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. I got the recipe, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah, call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah, call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah, and what? I got the recipe. I got the recipe. I got it. I got the recipe. Hey, I got the recipe. Yeah, call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Listen, I got the recipe. See, they be begging for more, and of course they of course wanna know what I have. Asking what I got in store, I'm not sure, but just know there's a couple of bags. Never give up in your last. The mileage go up on the dash. My aura is present, so why would you mention before like you stuck in the past? These artists be paying for numbers, but we be doing the math. How you got 50K followers calling, but now that your show cause you trash. Sorry I put you on blast. I'm letting them know cause they ass. Plus y'all be lying like this here ain't tiring and all the success will be fast. That ain't your car, shit dance. The way that you living is. But you tried to crush me and now I'ma get in your ass. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. I got the. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah. What? I got the recipe. Okay. I got the recipe. I got the recipe. I got the recipe. Yeah. Call on me, I got the recipe. Call on me, I got the recipe. Yeah, call on me, I got the recipe. I got the recipe, yeah. Now y'all let them know y'all got the recipe and they call on you, alright? So, that was mad gangster, right? I love that, but I like to do like my love songs too. I'm gonna do like a little bit of like, I got a song that I like and that people seem to like back, pre-COVID, called Old School R&B, because I'm a lover, but I don't want just any kind of love. I'm real picky about my type of love. So, if you know what I'm saying? If it don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. So we're going to get into that. Let's get it. Yo, shout out to everybody tonight. Shout out to the winners. Shout out to the poets. We gonna get into it, all right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go. If this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. Okay, if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. Then I don't want it. I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. Said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. You already know. Then let's get it. I don't want it. Look, show them I'm your girl. Hold my hands to the movies and tell me I'm a queen when I'm a mess. Sweat my beauty in. Same reaction in a dress or sweat. I'm your cutie in. Hear me out when I be feeling stressed. Rub my booty. Many other women you could get that you choose me in. Anything you want, no, that's a bet. I do my duty and tell me when I'm wrong and not just yet to improve me. But you gotta buy me curry chicken. I'm a foodie, ayy. New school ways got it wrong under pressure. If you ain't here to stay, then just be gone. Nothing less than what these singers talk about in they songs. I'ma mention you got some feelings and you know they strong. Then express them. Cause I had a cute thing, didn't know how to do things. Treat me like a piece of me like I was on a food chain. So that's why I'm bouquet. Now they saying you train. Treat me like a bag of money like I'm freaking loose change. It's funny how they drove me crazy in a lane switch. No time to explain this love language. Ain't have nothing that was broken and we can't fix. If you trying to give me what I want, then I say this. If this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. Then I don't want it. I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. I said if this don't feel like old school R&B, then I don't want it. Then I don't want it. I don't want it. All right, that's good. Thank you, DJ. So, appreciate you guys. Love all y'all out there tonight. It's a bop. You know what? I think it's time to do Living Single. You know what I'm saying? For everybody out there, this is like one of my favorite shows of the 90s. It don't really get a lot of love, in my opinion. Like, it was a classic show. Shout out to, Maxine Shaw, all the people on there. That was some of my favorite characters. But this song is about, like, being okay in your own skin and you just broke up with somebody and, like, F it, I'm living single. And people's getting upset because you single in your eyes, but somebody might think you with them on the outside. So that's what the song's about. So let's go. And so y'all just got to rock with the sample, you know what I'm saying? So if you really from back in the day, you just got to nod your head. Y'all hear them drums, y'all hear the horns? That's right, y'all gotta see my crowd in here, but listen, you gotta tell them that you're single. You gotta tell them that you're, yeah, you gotta tell them that you're tell them that you. Hey, and they get so upset with that. Baby, we are disciplined, you gotta tell them that. Plus, there's many fishes in the sea, I had to send it back. Many other people that I know get so upset at that.
But I smile and say, let's take it slow so we can just relax.
Plus, we kinda on, so how you measure that? Tell me that I'm acting new, so take your necklace back. All the cards, rings, and the things in the records.
Cause that you let me borrow, now you think I scarred you and I'm left with that.
Saying we'll miss you in the crib and I'm sobbing. It's official now that I ain't with you, I've been vibing. Yeah, I said I love you when I touched you, it was lost in.
Food for thought, plus you got your options on the side.
When you acting like you didn't, now you gotta swallow pride and take accountability, but really we be hiding. Yeah, I said you love you then, but you know I cried then.
Damn, you did me dirty, I can't even call you my friend.
Where my background singers at? Yeah, I had to tell them that I'm. Hey, I gotta tell them that you. Know what I'm saying? Had to tell them that I'm. Okay, Dee, and they get so upset with that. Alright, let's put it down. Let's get it. I'm gonna give them. Let me see what I'm gonna do.
They be spilling all their feelings, I just stay and tell them wow.
I'm good, DJ. I want to give y'all a little bit of this last record I'm about to do called Stepping Out, only because this is one of the records that a lot of people hit me up personally saying like, yo, this helped change like my attitude, my mood is much better, especially in quarantine, like just being like locked in all year long. And I made this song like way before quarantine, but it still applies. And it's a song about like being cooped up, being in a dark cloud. If you're dealing with some like mental health conditions and you finally wake up one day like, you know what, I'm gonna step out. So it's an honest, vulnerable song about, you know, knowing you're the shit, but not feeling like the shit that day. And you crying and you trying as best as you can, but I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna get into it. I need y'all, like, y'all, I got any rock fans out there or in here? Cause this song's like different from all the rest. I need y'all to be like, oh, I be stepping out there. So let's get it.
I hate you, cry.
It's easy to remember the chorus. It's just, I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch all day. I'll be stepping out today. Let's get it. One. I'll be stepping out today. Woo! I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch all day, but I'll be stepping out today. What's up? I'll be stepping out today. Woo! I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch all day, but I'll be stepping out today. Y'all ready? Listen. Yo. Lately I've been feeling sick. I've been slacking, I ain't on my shit. I'm at the bottom, not on top of it. I ain't for that talking shit, see, I just need my problems fixed. Hold up, but look, I'm finer than a mug. Woo! But I've been crying like a motherfucker. Listen, inside I'm dying like a motherfucker. Trying like a motherfucker. Fighting like a motherfucker. Listen, I'm feeling better, so I'm stepping out. It's been a minute since I left the house. Listen, mentally it all been going south. Headed down the wrong road, but I chose to take a different route. Let's go. I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. Hey, I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch all day, but I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. Woo! Where you at? I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch. Stepping out today. It's been so hard and I had another episode. I can't explain so many feelings, man, you never know. Plus I feel too many put me on a pedestal.
Yes, I make mistakes, I need a break and
trying to take control. Ain't no rush, I had to learn my pace. Now I'm twerking to the 808s. My whole mood has took a turn and now I'm feeling great. I am so feeling so sharp, and my whole feeling straight. Listen, it's okay to feel you not okay. We be running from our problems that we gotta face. If we hide, then we can't solve them, so we meditate. Exercise and free your mind, it's fine, no time is ever late. Let's get it. I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch all day, but I'll be stepping out today.
I'll be stepping out today. Woo! I'll be stepping out today. I'll be stepping out today. I've been on the couch all day, but I'll be stepping out today.
Oh, where y'all at? Y'all here? Hey, where my singers? Okay. Oh, let's get it. Y'all got here. Look. Oh, woo! All right, y'all. Love you. I go by the name of Red Shaydez. Love you all. Have a great night. Oh. Yo. Y'all give it up for Red Shaydez. I'm like, I don't even know where to look because, like, Red just killed that shit. I'm like, what? Yo, Red, every time. You just the shit. Like, every time. I'll be stepping out today. Y'all ready for our next performer? Are y'all ready for our next performer? Y'all who know. That's the bird call. No, let me not start. Y'all give it up. Please put your hands together, your snaps, your everything for Nava the butterfly. Nava the butterfly.
Thank you so much, Red Shaydez. That was amazing. This is my first party I've ever been to since the bullshit. So, I'm going to be on my bullshit. This piece is called My Random Thoughts. So what I did was I just took random thoughts and I decided to make a poem with just random thoughts. Am I in the right spot? Great. So Didi, I'm gonna need your assistance, but let me just start this off for you. I need you to come over here so you can get a better look. Because sometimes it's really hard for everyone to see it. But if you look right up in that corner, tell me what you see.
It looks like a full moon hanging over a lousy blowjob.
And your moans go unnoticed like boring movie scenes. Kama Sutra's your name, you say? Well, I just assumed you weren't that at all. I see you more like spilled cold coffee looking on endlessly at Teely's home to straight sex conversation of Purple Rain TP. Somewhere beneath a bed of stars and a silver skyline falling free form with a tribe of feathers falling down to wherever, but who knows. But I did notice my mind take the scenic route because the GPS system, well, that's a dangerous language, but I take chances. I flip a coin, heads up, ass down. I beat the odds and win, but what? Who knows? But moving on, right past the Earth's afterbirth, and on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the blueprint to why freedom never rings, it just sings in a monotone sex position of undressed flesh, and out of the reach of our dumbfound imaginations. But I'm off that. Did you know that heaven has basic desires and a low self-esteem? You don't believe me? Well, Jesus, no. Ask Jesus if he can swim on land, since he can walk on the sea. And what I said got some of y'all bothered, feeling some kind of way. But what would Jesus say if he was here? Forgive her, Father. She knows not what she say. Maybe Jesus is wrong. I know exactly what I do. I'm a pusher to a poem. I make it sort of cocaine line. That's exactly what I do. I burn pitches on the conscious mind. See, fire's awake now. Making something better out of itself, like a group of words. No matter group together. No, really, I don't know when too much is too much. So I end by to say shit like, does God like his face? And why doesn't he show it? Well, we judge and bully him if we saw it. Holy bloody baby feet, Batman. I can't trust the alphabets or vegetables. This unsustainable way of living that the government did not take part in no special 4th of July fireworks done on 9/11. Body parts everywhere. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And since some time has passed, I'm just trying to figure out, does anybody care? But who am I? But a beast in smallness with a mean left hook. Half the things the world believe in really got me shook. I cannot walk around to beliefs and definitions that are not mine. My beliefs don't weigh anything, so I'm not weighed down mentally or emotionally. I listen to the language of the earth because all the other languages are brittle. And nature's all about cooperation, taking the good with the bad, and that's fine. But you know it's not? how religion aggravates me. I know you believe in God, but does he believe in you? No, because if he did, he wouldn't test you. And still you're unable to see the acceptance you seek should really come from you. The Illuminati taught me that. But you know how Hall & Notes is white. And of course, angel porn. I better be careful what I say, because I have folks looking at me in the wrong way. Wishing I would die and burn in heaven, but luckily for them, I stay suicidal. And I thought of about 9 or 11 ways I can end this shit tonight. In death, my mind will be gone, and that's all right. I'll still create frightening poems. I'll make my ghost write. But as we all know, dying's not an option. And as we all see, no fear, just caution. And I stay humble every day, all day, because I was told having too much pride, that's for my best friend who's gay. And happy I am not. I want to see the government put to a stop, a world with no fucking cops, the Illuminati on the top, the Illuminati on the less fortunate on top, and my most random camouflage thoughts open up the eyes of the fucking see-now, so these motherfuckers could see now what they could not.
Oh, we not done yet. We not done yet. You wanna just okay, cool. Y'all give it up for Nava the Butterfly. It was like schemes on schemes on schemes on schemes on schemes. But y'all ready? We ain't done. We ain't done. So I need y'all to give a big round of applause and all of the love and snaps that you can right now. Get heavy in them comment section for Didi Delgado.
Oh, I'm never not gonna be in front of a mic.
Don't get too close.
Aaron, can you hear me? All right. So hey everybody, I'm not gonna keep y'all. One last poem to do together. Group piece. No, well, y'all are a very great crowd. So a lot of people think that I'm a mean girl, and they would actually be correct. But sometimes I write poems because I have feelings. A Pisces with an Aries rising and 0 degrees in Pisces, all Aquarius. So this is a poem about my feelings. It's called Maybe. Maybe I dreamed you wrong. A daring heart, lightning in a bottle, crackles of laughter that stretched from the whole of your face to the bottom of my heart. Maybe I made you fit, a circular puzzle piece locked away inside of a box. Didn't I give you enough room to breathe, to wail, to lash out into the wind about how wrong you had been done? Didn't I stop breathing when you asked for space? Same way I held my own breath when you said I felt like home. Haven't I always made you feel like just resting your eyes would provide some relief away from it all? Maybe I made you forget about a worry or two. But I became your responsibility. Souls like yours never know just quite how to heal beautiful yet broken bones. I was a language you spoke frequently. Now I am foreign, but there's a manual on the table, a book dusted, undusted every day. Maybe you dreamed me right, because I am a mermaid who uses sandcastles to barricade my own heart. Vulnerable and weak to a moving body of water like a puddle in a pothole, so easy to be driven over and stepped on. Or maybe I took advantage. I loved you during a time that your world deemed you unlovable. I dreamed you were worth the risk, of being called your accessory. Someone should have restrained my body or informed me I was deeply delusional. I thought I could save both you and I from tomes hung around our necks, our hands tied behind our backs. Maybe we should have drowned like they said we should have, because our feet have never quite touched the common ground. But my traumas are the only thing I have ever been able to control, because I know the triggers. I know who around me will cause them, and I select them both every time. I was tasked with journaling about why I'm afraid of people who want to be loving and vulnerable with me. And I think it's because love and vulnerability were always called that when it was abuse. When it was, I'm too young to take care of myself and I need you, I'll run with open arms to people who tell me they do not need me. They only want me in their life because ... But they never finish the sentence, because I clamor to people like that, because who doesn't want to be wanted knowing you never really been needed anyway? That the space you take up is optional as fuck. I love impossible people because I was always told that I'm both unbearable and impossible. Perhaps, though, this is not my work, to love in them what I cannot love in me. Perhaps I should be honest and say that I could never be a good friend, a good lover, a good partner, a good mother, because I don't have the tools I need to take care of myself, for myself. I know that these things exist and they're out there, but they are not meant for people who look and come from where I come from, like me. People who live with no boundaries because it all becomes a cage to somebody else anyways. But there is a person that I meet up with in the mirror every day without fail at 8:05 a.m. and 5:15 p.m. We don't really know each other, but we travel in the same circle, and we're supposed to protect each other no matter what. But isn't it weird that I've never spoken to the person I see in the mirror every day? Or is this shadow work normative? Haven't I still been beautiful without examining where my beauty begins? Haven't I climbed mountains and molehills without examining how my legs have worked all of this time? I am failing myself. And that is why I focus on helping other people. That is why I spread myself thin and complain about the ache of not knowing who I am and only believing what others think of me. What a life to lead. But I am not a victim. I have self-selected y'all each and every fucking day. So I for the choice. I just don't know if it's the person in the mirror or if it's me. I would like to ask Nava the butterfly to join me for one last poem. Can you get on the keyboards, miss? Aaron, can you fix my microphone for me? I don't know how to, I'm not a singer, rapper. I do sex work, and I just want the microphone fixed. Thanks. Nah, yeah, a little bit higher. And then, is this one on? Okay. Because I'm going to move over. Testing 1, 2. Okay, all right, there we go. So, okay. Woo. Y'all just don't understand. This piece, we need y'all's help. We need to move the energy in the room a little bit after my last poem. But Nava and I both know how to love impossible people. And so if you are in love with an impossible person right now, I'm gonna ask you to help us sing along with the song. It goes something like, la 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 my heart, wounded soldier,
Set out for battle.
with gaping wounds still painfully fresh from bearing crosses in Christ-like gardens. I fight a fight, and I always win. I battle on this field, in a land made for gods, virgins, and doves that continuously cry. In this holy city, I play God, and I carry with me a love full of mistakes.
I bear no tears, yet armed in them. Age tears from past lovers who couldn't fuck with me.
They're all dead now, and only one of them lay in an innocent grave, buried with no apologies.
See, it's love that turns heroes
Into villains. So I'm ready for battle. Ready for a protege named God's weapon. I'm prepared to drag him through hell with me. He is the same as me. We were both born in the year of the light.
We are the falling ones,
Falling like hearts do when in love, and our hearts smudged with the blackest residue. And when face to face, our graveyard of a soul looks uncomfortable.
Our skin, indigo rose petals, surrounded by Romeo and Juliet's death. We're an old idea of love we want in our dreams since childhood.
And the funny thing about love is it doesn't need a reason to be or not to be.
That was never the question.
So here, we fight in breathtaking details. Together we are war, and no love will be made here. Just skull-crashing hymns
of violent words of painful poetry.
Here, words hurt. Together we take shots.
We speak a glass language and take shots.
Get drunk off one another's nectar, leaving our lips armed and dangerous, laced with the purest poison. We kiss with thrown fists. We have little to no power over our own cobblestone heartbeat
that beats no louder than the sound of invisible noise, beating on deaf eardrums. And if you listen closely,
each beat is a battle cry. So this battle cries
moonlit tears buried in love songs, and our tears
fight through ink, tearing into heartfelt memories, repeatedly ripping into each other's souls with sharp-edged fossils of I love yous, and these I love yous feel more like bullets, piercing through high school sweethearts and newlyweds. We fight like biblical warriors, 2 heartbeats away from losing and
too far gone
to see it. We fall
to
our death, though some mistook it for falling in love, the same love that taught us that poems tell stories and tell told tales of what could have been. So here, we contradict ourselves when we love each other to death.
A love cleaner than a flame, and we die with this love and melt away like broken candles in a galaxy that shine like diamonds, 1,000 skies high.
We lived a new end because we loved like suicide. So, it is only fitting for our headstones to read that love is nothing less than exciting and can only be measured by impact. Thank you.
Also, every time Michelle La Poetica cries, I feel it in my spirit. It's like I'm crying myself. It's crazy. Y'all, give it up one more time. I know we virtual, but give it all the way the fuck up for Nava, the butterfly, Calogano. Yeah, schemes, bars, metaphors, imagery, tone, inflection, all of those things, and groupies. Like the fuck, it's not fair. No, it's just great. Thank y'all for being so vulnerable and sharing all of that. I felt all of that to my core, so thank you. And Michelle La Poetica definitely felt that. She's having. That's what art is supposed to do, is like make you feel and like move you and create impact. Exactly what they said. Y'all ready? Cause we're not, stop it. Cause we're not done yet. Like, we're still not done. We have one more performance of the night. Are y'all ready? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a second. Just get your tissues, get yourselves, get some water, use the restroom. No, don't use the restroom. It's gonna be too late. You're gonna miss half of it, and we don't want y'all to do that because this is my 617 son, my 617 baby, making moves, navigating through the scene like no other. The bars, the schemes, everything is just all the way there. So I need y'all to give it all the way up, all the way, like hide in your living room, like all the way. 4, SeeFour.
I'm gonna be using this mic because it's very vintage and I like it. How's everybody doing? I'm SeeFour. That's SeeFour. I want to thank Red Shades for performing, you know, Soup, everybody here, Aaron behind the sound, you know, everybody here is just great and beautiful souls. And I think that's what we got to realize more and more every day, that we are beautiful souls. So give it up for yourselves for being here in a personal form. Now, people virtual, you're beautiful as well. You know what I'm saying? You're behind the camera, you're here. I want to thank all the poets that really slammed today. Hopefully you slammed hard enough to win. Literally, that's what it's about. I think every day as we you know, do more, as we start to, you know, unleash our craft, we get more appreciative of it. So yes, we're gonna get into this first song. This first song's called Intro. I released a project a couple weeks ago, like literally 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's fairly new. It's called Recovery Island, as you see on my hat. And yeah, this project is based off of me healing and, you know, other things as well that, you know, intertwines into my character. But I think this project was very, you know, my best work yet, my most organized work yet, my most experienced work yet. And I think there's more to go because, you know, we still got a long life to live. So yes, let's get it. Go to intro. Now we're gonna settle off smooth and ride out smooth. So that means the first song's gonna be kind of bumpy. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be smooth. Then the 2 songs is gonna be more bumpy, but they're still gonna be smooth. And then the last one's smooth. All right? Look, wink, wink. Ah! Dead or alive, top 5. Even if I'm alive, I'll be your top 10. That's what happens when you get boxed in. Tired of all you jerks trying to pin drop. Woo! I drop pins. If Calogano gave me a key, I think I'll be locked in. Way better than I ever been. I'm God's gift cause I'm heaven sent. You can't die with your dead presidents. On this island you can't be hesitant. Come back to life to end up dead again. They hated Michael because he may never land. Having all that bread to never have all that bread again. Wiser decisions make a better man. Woo. So now I sit here thinking how'd I get here. She wasn't making it clear. Ponder for a minute, breathe. Shit's real, broke without a big deal. See, you don't know how shit feels. Lonely on this windmill. See, y'all don't give me big chills. Music is your savior because later you make big meals. Clocking all them big bills. Money creates problems just to solve it. It doesn't kill thrills, but it doesn't feel real. Ah! That's intro. That's just the intro. That's it. That's just the intro. Okay. This next one I want to get into is very different. Because it's literally about what I'm living for every day. And anybody that knows me and knows my character should know what I'm living for. Literally to, you know, do music, love it, as much as it can get loved, and literally just keep treading my path that I'm going. And I feel like it's going good. So next one. Let's get it. Can you turn the music up a little bit? What you think I live for? What you think I live for? What you think it's all for? What you think I pray for? I just gotta. What you think I live for? What you think it's all for? What you think I pray for? Wait until it all falls down, down, down. Wait until it all falls down, down, down. Look, wink, wink. I'm a menace to society. The government said it. And I like to take dubs, your career don't bet it. I've been working since a jit, but I never get the credit. But that's okay, because I'm not looking for acceptance. Bow down to the prince when you step in my presence. Hey, we all still people, I'm just teaching a lesson. I'm not basing my life off of your perception. I'm not basing my life off of your discretion, and that's facts. You say ain't gonna take me to jail cause I'm black. I know homies still on the block, selling the crack. But if you wanna get a hold of that pack, then you go see Mac, then you bring it right back.
Mama never lacked, try to keep a boy on track. There's wrong, there's rights, and that's that. Why must I feel like that? Like I gotta chase a cat. Niggas try to get me out of character, but a brother don't act. Not Leo DiCaprio. Give me love that's factual. Don't laugh, it's not practical. On my city, I'm the capital. Your style would never be compatible. Don't hand me the fake, you better hand me the actual. Need a verse cause we're valuable. And as a person, I'm adaptable. Just trying to make my talent national. But being broke ain't laughable. What you think I live for? What you think it's all for? What you think I pray for? I just got what you think I live for? What you think it's all for? What you think I pray? Wait until it falls down, down, down. Wait until it all falls down, oh down, hey down. Wait until it all falls.
I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it.
And that right there is Live For. This next one we're going to get into, it's called Picture Me. I wrote this because as I was having a fellow conversation with my friend Red Shades here, I said the same thing. I said that I'm very understandable, and as people we're very understandable, but when things can get pushed to a lines where you're being too much understanding to the point where you see a lot of people's put it this way, bull. You get to literally put yourself in different positions and picture yourself in different ways, and picture other people in different ways, because what they're doing in the moment is not satisfying for you. It's not coping because of just you as a person. So I think Picture Me was a picture that was painted by me, other people, and we can't say, we never can't say never, because we may be put in those positions one day to be in someone else's shoes. So you can start that. I'm not coming out the shirt this time. It's getting colder. It's getting colder time by time. Wow, that was it. Trapped inside my own mind, sanity over time. Mountains I tried to climb, rhyming, don't pay your dime. And I'm not your homie, I'm not your slime. Compelling thoughts running through my mind. Enjoy my life if I don't get signed. But fears in the box gotta override. See, real relationships coincide. And me and my God got a soul to God. Lies you speak out your mouth sublime. Lies you speak out your mouth sublime. I never kept friends, what's those? Real supporters is at my shows. And you're gonna have to pay me what you owe, look. And you're gonna have to reap what you sow. I stayed too long and now I gotta go. Guess you're tired of the usual. We in the bed and then I'm on the road. We still there but we barely holding on, look. And I won't come around no more.
My life is at an all-time low.
Look, I guess I gotta go with the flow. Don't wait until I blow. Young nigga gotta wait on glow. So I sing like, picture me here, picture me gone, picture me dead, picture me strong, picture me lost.
Cause I don't wanna be alone.
Picture me here, picture me gone, picture me dead, picture me strong, picture me lost.
Cause I surrender over everything.
Picture me here, picture me gone, picture me dead, picture me strong, picture me lost.
Cause I don't wanna be alone, baby.
Picture me here, picture me gone, picture me dead, picture me strong, picture me lost.
Cause I surrender over everything. Cause I surrender over everything.
I surrender. And as more people, we gotta do that. We gotta surrender. Just give it up. You know what? Quote unquote, you love me. They shooting at the kid, I'm yucking. Ever since you left, I've been hugging. Heartbreak gotta stand for something that people talk, but they really don't know about us. About love, about trust, about fear, about love. Not life, no front. See, extra, extra, peep the news. Snooze, you lose, I sing the blues. Pick and choose your love and views. Love can be misused, yeah, I got to reproduce. Grab the noose, take me loose. They try to treat me like the Jews. Put me on trial and say I'm guilty for something that I didn't even do. I gotta give up, now that's much love. You cry in my arms, not tough love. See, cheating, lying, the jigs up. Get lost long, I'm a sick pup. Feeling stuck and turned into dust. SeeFour, you just need to adjust. I guess adapt is not enough. I guess adapt is not enough. I don't wanna be alone, babe. That was Picture Me. I love that song so much. I don't know why. But yeah, literally, Recovery Island is out right now on all platforms. I want to give a big shout out to all the features that was on it, everybody that came together and worked with me on it, because it's been in the process for a long time. And I'm just glad we're here now. And now, you know, the work and the grind don't stop. It's time to hit the ground running. I want to give a big shout out to everybody here. I want to give a big shout out to SoundLab and also literally Exposed TV, because we've been working a lot. And I think a lot of people say you're down bad and can do a lot of bad by yourself, but don't know where you was a couple months ago when you was on your own doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So I think really linking up with the right people, doing the right things it's now, because you know you never know when you don't have it tomorrow. So this last one we're gonna go with. Everyone loves this one. If anybody knows this one is called Redbird. Everybody loves this, and I think just because the vibe of it. So we can start that right away. Let's go. This one's so different to me. When I perform it live, it's so beautiful. I want to give a big shout out to a friend. Literally the person that's on the track doing the poem is a friend. That's her artist name, and she did great. So let's get it. Let's go.
Wake up, Redbird. It's time for you to burn. The day is finally here. A star like you has no place in the night sky. Not enough room for you to spread your wings, Redbird. Set the world ablaze. You are new, you are life, you are today. Rise up, Redbird. You have been reborn. Now fly.
Wink, wink. Redbird let loose, I can't let go. She said I'm dog, this not Petco. See, I've been through things, so I get that. Evaluate myself, and then I sit back and think about spreading my wings distant and far place. And don't know the ending, but my movement, God pace. And living my life fast, till we all race. And Nike can't cut no checks till we all lace. Cause I done been beat, I done been tricked. See, I done been shot at, and I done took risks. See, money my main man, but I won't get tricked. And I love my queens, I can't get resume too solid, resume too long. Don't get cut off, prices on Groupon. Let me live free, let me live strong. One day my song stands, then I live on. Run, Redbird. Look, I don't feel how I felt a day ago, but I'll hold on, yeah. Run, Redbird. If you show me your love is really strong, let's build a home, yeah. Run, Redbird. I don't feel how I felt a day ago, but I'll hold on, yeah. Run, Redbird. If you show me your love is really strong, let's build a home. Run, Redbird. Run, yeah. Run, run, yeah. Run, run, Redbird. Run, Redbird, yeah, yeah. Run, run, yeah. Run, yeah. Aaron, keep that in the loop. See, we've been on a different side, trying to keep a different flow. We've been on a different boat. No, we cannot elope. I've been on my highs and lows, trying to go and find some clothes. Tell me what you really know. Tell me what you really know. When you supposed to be traded, faded, do you really go? Things start to erupt. Like, tell me, do you really blow? But do you really, really see your inner glow? When things are really shaded and things are really past, can you tell me, can you get back on the same path when they really got you knocked off? Hot like hot sauce in a backpack with a backpack track. Can you get knocked off? It's different. And they don't don't listen. They like to mention with your tension and say your attitude is different, but it's in dimensions where it can break up. Feel like a makeup. I get my steak up and get my cake up. When days are really down, I don't stay underground, but when it's found, it's like the beef with the sound. We've been underground for the days that we've been low. From the days that I was poor, no, I ain't never letting go. Had my family and my mama, we was trying to stay afloat. But can you tell me, can you coast when you going from coast to coast? Can you brag and can you boast when you really got the lows? And Amanda is the host, so we going on for most. Let's go! Run, Redbird. I don't feel how I felt the day ago, but I'll hold on, Redbird. Yeah. Thank you. I'm SeeFour. SeeFour. Aaron, you're a GOAT. Okay, I just want to say that. I want to thank everybody for tapping into this live. I want to say for the last words, literally, that you know, we can't be too picky. Sometimes you know, we got to deal with the cards that we was dealt. And with that, you know, you really got to say, do you really got a good poker hand in others? Or are you know, really just faking it for the fun? But just noticing that you have a, you know, better life than others sometimes can really change the perspective of how you're thinking. You know, we all think some think negative, some think positive, some give hope, some don't have hope. But I want to say, as a people, when all that's together, we're going through all the same thing. So thank y'all. I'm SeeFour. Run, Redbird. Run, Redbird. Run, Redbird. Run, Redbird. Run, Redbird.